Hello everyone and welcome to the KMT Traders channel. So we're looking at AUD USD here. Now I'm actually looking at this market. Obviously it's in a consolidation period, as you can see here, through choppy sideways and also the EMA just moving in between price action. But I want to look at this trend line here. I want you to focus on this. This is a high time frame trend line and I'm really trying to respect this as much as we can. So as you can see here, we've not been able to close lower than this level, not lower than this trend line. So this has given me a potential buying opportunity and to see if this can push higher. Now, if that doesn't happen, I'm looking at two different scenarios here. So we first have the aggressive move, which would be, the push to the upside. Straight away, we can see a strong push, and it would have to close above 0.70. That would be, the significant point where I'm looking to see price continuate higher and to even target this level here, which would be 0.706. So if I just draw that here, this is where I'm looking to get a target from. So if we're able to go above this level, then this is a definite continuation to the upside. So the second scenario that I think could happen is if we draw a wedge pattern here. I can see this forming very nicely here. So if I just draw this 1 second, outwards here, we can see that we're in a wedge. Now, for me to consider this further, we would have to extend this further along if it makes a break to the upside. So if we find something like this, like that, and if it breaks the top side of this wedge, we would then move the trend line accordingly. And then if it breaks it again, then we know that this is a definite sell. So that's how I'm looking at this pair. So in terms of how far that this could push down, then it's just really the matter of seeing how price continues to sell off. So we could get a push to the downside, but my main worry is that it shouldn't be able to go lower than this uptrend here. So this upwards channel, as long as it doesn't go lower than this level, then buys are still clear and it's still relevant to take. So the worst case scenario, or the best case scenario, sorry, would be the touch of this level here before we get a break to the upside. And again, we need to see that momentum switch, and we also have to wait for a price to close above the channel here, the upside channel. And if we do get that, then this pattern is complete and we could expect price to push and extend further above the high. And it's really about the long-term plays here. So again, we can take a short trade here if we really do want to, but again, it's just 60 pips. I'm not really looking to take that as an advantage point. So I may even consider, if price is still hovering in this range, especially if it's not broken at this level of the market here, if it's not broken lower than this, which is at 0.692, I'll still look for a buy. I'll still look for a buy in this range and see if we can push higher. But if that doesn't work, then we still have this scenario here to pay attention to. So again, we're just looking for price to continue to push down, and if I get rid of this, you can see it a bit better, but price to continue down, break this level, potentially reject this downwards trend, the downwards wedge, and we get the push of the upside. So that's how I'm looking at it. And again, we're respecting this trend line here. So we do have all of these confluences matching up. So if we do have a break to the downside, so this is the other thing I wanted to discuss. So let me just clear this up for you. So if price is able to break and close this level, we could get something where price just peaks it. So we just get a wick and then closes back in. So always be careful of that, because this is a convinced move for sellers to get into the market. But the absolute selling point for me would be if we get a closure below this level of the market, so 0.684. And then we could expect some pullback within this range and then a push at the downside. Again, we'll obviously give you the update before if this does happen and this scenario does happen. But just putting it out there in the future that this is the possible scenarios. So I think that discussing all the options gives you more clarity, so you can piece the puzzle together as the weeks and days go on. So I think that's the better approach to trading, in my opinion. So again, I hope this obviously does help you to definitely see exactly how I'm looking at the markets as well. So again, just to give you long story short, I'll be either looking to buy aggressively early tomorrow morning, or I will observe if the Asian market has pushed it down. If we do get a break lower, I have this second option here to look for a buy, and again, we're aiming for 0.706. So in terms of pip wise, we have around, from the low point, the best case scenario 170 pips, the more aggressive scenario roughly around, or if we go from where market open is, just over 100 pips. So the more, it's much favorable for me to take a buy as opposed to potentially short this in the hopes that it will reach this level, which is not guaranteed. And well, none of them are guaranteed, but it's better in terms of risk to reward to go long than short, because to short the market now is around 58 pips. So again, if you're really pip hungry, then definitely you can try it and see what happens. But again, yeah, I'm looking for the long-term move to the upside. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope it does help. If you're new to this channel or you're a new trader, we have a trading group that we have. That link is in the description below. We give you some news updates, we give you chart analysis, and some general things here on a day-to-day basis. It's really there to help you progress as a trader. So yeah, I really do hope it helps. If you're if you do have a question for us, I'm more than happy to help. Just make sure to message us on our Instagram, which is at KMTRADERS. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And also make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel for all of our future analysis videos. So thank you very much for listening to this video, guys. We'll see you all in the next one.